See, that's fine. That's fine if the homies still call me Silent Doom, but I just want the public people to call me Virum.
Oh, Shofu, you're muted on your own stream.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Are you serious? Oh my god.
Hey, dude!
All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Roger's Base here with Season 3, Episode 3 of the Chinatown Podcast. Joining me this week, we have Shofu.
Hey, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I clicked the mute button by accident. I'm sorry.
That's okay, we can hear you now. And, of course, we've got Zeph.
Hi.
We've got Coast.
Hey, stop using the hashtag.
You're the one who brought about.
Yeah, there he goes.
We've got Mike.
I love Smash Brothers.
Nice. That's very positive. We've got Warchamp 7.
That's me.
We've got regular special guests, McDareth.
Hey.
Doom. Virum, aka Don't Change Your Name.
A bit late for that now, but you know what? I accept my fate. I accept my fate on this podcast.
Roger, you cut out and it was poetic.
Yeah. I cut out again. Are you serious?
Yeah, you
Perfect
did like
timing.
3 times. It's
Perfect.
gonna
Well,
happen.
then that's. I like that. Okay, so let's clarify. Everybody says Roger with the garbage mic every week. It is not my microphone, and it is not my internet. It is a Discord problem. If you have an issue with my microphone, take it up with Discord.
It's only
Please.
you though.
Yeah, we don't.
It wasn't only me. Shofu was me. I'm leaving the show. I'm leaving the show. Are you kidding me?
You cut out. What was that?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Could you repeat?
This is the worst episode of the
This
season.
is actually terrible. I'm not starting the intro again. That's fine. We have joining us this week, very special guest, RelaxAlax. What's going on?
Hey, welcome, Roger. Hi, hey, ho, wow.
This is after the first intro. You can't redo intros. You just can't.
This is like first season episode 2 level bad because I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about on this episode. Surprisingly enough, a lot of stuff has happened in the past week. But really quickly, I want to bring this up because I bring this up at the beginning of every episode. Have there been any developments in terms of the new Smash Brothers game of note that I might have missed? Does anybody know anything?
Well, I was looking at Sakurai's Twitter.
Here we go.
No, I'm joking.
All right,
I'm
let's
joking.
hear
I'm
it, let's hear
joking. No, I'm joking.
I'll get him out. I'll get him out.
I'm
It's okay.
joking.
Just gonna drag and drop.
I don't think anything's happened.
Yeah, nothing really.
Waluigi's still never getting into the game.
Okay.
Thank
come on.
God.
Same. Isaac's never getting in.
Oh,
Same,
okay,
same
come
old
on. Why
stuff.
you gotta do that to me?
I mean, there's a lot of people on this podcast who want Isaac to get in. So, Alex, while you're here, I want to ask you: are you Team Isaac? Leave him in Golden Sun.
Bro.
Pardon?
Wait, did the mic cut out again?
Yeah.
No, come on, man.
I heard Isaac,
Why?
and that's it, man.
Well, okay. So, do you want Isaac in Smash or not?
I think he's cool. I just don't think he has a chance.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. He's been like, wait.
Why
what's
would
the
there
last
be
game? It's
people
been a
that
while.
why would there be people that didn't want characters to be in Smash though? Like I don't really care if the character's in or not.
Yeah.
I want as many characters as possible. I don't want them to not put characters in. Are there people
Yeah, I
like that?
agree. Some people are. They're weird. Like some
Yeah,
people
no,
are really
they're-
adamantly against like Bayonetta coming back for some
Yeah.
reason.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, that's not
Well,
for some
okay,
reason.
but like
You
I-
know
for me,
exactly
I'm like,
why.
It's
I
because
think he's
the
a cool
collective.
character. I don't give a shit about like the esports aspect.
Yeah.
Hey, but fuck Sans though.
What?
What the hell
Okay,
does
so-
fans do?
Sans did nothing wrong. I gotta say, I did that video talking about how it's actually pretty likely that if there's gonna be an indie rep, it would be somebody from Undertale. And you literally responded to the video with delete the tweets.
No, I said no.
You
I said, how
actually
do I
did.
delete someone's tweet?
Oh my god, man! But it's actually relatively likely. I'm not going to go through all the reasons again here. You can go watch the video. Or actually, Alex, you did a video talking about like the possibilities for the next Smash Brothers game, and you did talk about Sans.
Yeah,
so I know we're
did.
on the same boat here.
Nah, he's definitely likely. Like, but he's as likely as anything because like this time around, like, I think indies are also gonna get represented, but also like the sky's the limit with who they're gonna get because they got Cloud. Like, it's really crazy what we could get. I think.
Yeah.
I also said Minecraft Steve, so I mean, if you want my
get him out of here.
I mean, I still think Minecraft Steve is more likely than Master Chief or like Banjo-Kazooie even. I know everybody wants Banjo in the game.
No, I don't know
but
about
think it'd be more
Banjo-Kazooie
likely.
because Phil Spencer made a tweet recently, really recently, like a week ago, saying that he's still cool with Banjo being in Smash.
Well, he's still cool with any Microsoft character being in Smash because it's free advertising.
Yeah.
And I think if Sakurai was looking at the greater history of video games, which he did for the last game, he's probably going to look at Minecraft, considering how popular it is in every territory, and will probably want to represent it in some way.
He did a long article about, well, he played Minecraft. He plays a lot of shit, but he played Minecraft and he was talking about like all the aspects of design. Like it was recently too, like the translation. But I mean, he's played it and he like knows deeply. I don't know, maybe he'll put him in, but it's as likely as anything now, and that like represents like the indie wave.
Yeah.
Enderman scared me, so I'm not putting Steve in. That's what's gonna happen.
What?
I'm not talking about what I want. Like I'm just saying.
I still think it's interesting though, yeah, because we talked about this last week, so I don't want to talk about it too much on this episode. But when we look at the indie characters in Smash Brothers, it is kind of weird that like the ones that really stick out do represent a specific time for indies in the game industry. I feel like we brought up Quote last week from Cave Story, who's like really popular in Japan, but doesn't really have a huge international audience. Like the game has been released on pretty much every system in all territories at this point. But I think his fan base mostly resides in Japan, and he kind of represents that OG, you know, indie character. Then you've got Shovel Knight, who obviously is the indie darling. He's been in every single game that's like has guest characters that's an indie game. He has his own amiibo line, and he kind of represents the Kickstarter generation of indies, I feel like, right? It's like the rise of the Kickstarter. And then you've got a character like Sans, or a character from Undertale, which would probably represent like the AAA indie, if you want to call it that, like the indie games that are now being considered for Game of the Year. And so it is interesting when you look at the possible indie characters, like how they represent certain moments in time within the gaming industry. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see on if he includes indies at all. And of course, there's characters like Shantae that we brought up before, Minecraft Steve. Minecraft Steve an indie character at this point. I consider him a Microsoft character. Same way I would consider Banjo like a Microsoft character and not a Rare character anymore, even though he is technically.
Yeah, that's fair. I only consider him like indie because that started out as that, and it's like it was pretty iconic. So looking at what he's done in the past, that's why I would consider it. But like, who knows? Like, I'd love like Shantae or Shovel Knight because they'd be real cool.
Yeah. But moving on to actual news, there was recently an interview, in case you guys missed it, with Sakurai and Masuda talking about Pikachu and sort of the way that the icon has changed over the past 20 years. I'm going to pull this article up. The article is from our friends over at Nintendo Soup, and the article is titled, "Pikachu wasn't allowed to wear clothing or speak for 20 years." And so it's an excerpt that was actually originally translated by our friends over at Source Gaming, so shout out to them. And I won't link to the whole thing, but I will just read a quick little excerpt from it, where Masuda is talking about Smash Brothers and Pikachu in detail. No, I'm not worried about it at all. And Masuda, when talking about Detective Pikachu, says, "It was surprising. I decided myself that if Pikachu were to become a detective, he'd speak with an old man voice." And Sakurai responds by saying, "I thought to myself, is this really allowed? Because while I was working on Smash, there were very stringent restrictions on how I could design the Pokemon." And the two of them laugh, and Masuda says, "Well, I think that's a very natural reaction to seeing Detective Pikachu. We had a lot of restrictions in place for Pikachu for a long time." And then Sakurai goes back and says, "According to the character license, Pikachu couldn't speak, and he couldn't wear any clothing." And Masuda responds by going, "That's right. I felt that Pikachu as a character became very established and entrenched over the course of these past 20 years. So I thought that it was okay to loosen up on some of those restrictions. For example, Pikachu can now wear clothes because Pikachu is so recognizable. And it's obvious that it's Pikachu even with clothing on." And Sakurai responds with, "I see. So what you're saying is that even though Pikachu's wearing clothes, most people will understand that's not his true form, so to speak. It's a temporary phase." And then Masuda responds back one more time, "That's right. That's the exact same reason why Detective Pikachu wears a hat. So now, even if Pikachu says in an old man voice, 'Hey, Sakurai!'" And then the interview ends there. So basically, what we took from this is Sakurai could probably be a lot more lenient with the alternate costumes for Pikachu in Smash Bros. For Switch. And if he is, what costumes would you like to see?
I want the Oris costumes. You know, the ones where he there's like Rocker Pikachu and Professor
the
Pikachu.
contest ones?
Yeah.
Oh, the cosplay Pikachus were pretty popular too. That was one of the best things in Oris, which is otherwise a terrible game.
His alternates were mainly just hats, which is like, I guess, kind of cool.
He had a bandana, goggles,
the party hat.
Party hat.
Smash
I'm trying to
for
see.
Wii U 3DS. They made like before in Brawl they didn't color the Pokemon because they're like, nah, we're not gonna change your color. But in Smash Wii and 3DS they color like Charizard like purple, so that was like a big step, I think.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I loved your video where you were talking about the the colorizations of Charizard, and you're like, I don't know the pink one. It's probably Lickitung, and I was like, yes, please. Lickitung's got a history on this show. Absolutely, it should be Lickitung. But I'm surprised you guys didn't bring up Pika Libre, especially considering all the stuff going on in Pokemon, right, Shofu?
That's one of the cosplays.
Oh, it is one of the cosplays. I was just trying to be. I was
I
trying to be cute and clever.
I was gonna say the hats from the 7-Gen
like
games.
this.
Oh, from what?
The hats from the 7-Gen games, where you like the special Pikachu.
Oh, like the Ash hats?
Different Ash hats.
Those would be cool. Yeah, I think like in a perfect world we would get the Oris costumes, but there's so much work. I don't think that they would. Maybe one. I could see Ash's hat though for sure. Because we have Red's hat already, right?
Yeah, I think we do already. Yeah, I think it's Red's hat.
Is it red?
Do we
It's
have
red.
Gold's hat? We have
Red
Gold's
and
hat.
Gold's hat.
Yeah, we have Gold's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Detective Pikachu might be an alternate, maybe.
The only Pikachu doesn't fight, so it would be weird to then have him fighting in Smash Brothers when the whole thing is that he can't really fight in the game.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. I would like to see an alternate Pikachu costume. I think it'd be funny if like all of the attacks then suddenly have like the voiceover of an old man when you're making these punches and you're shocking your opponents. I think it'd be kind of funny actually.
Might be like Daisy, you know, like Daisy, how it's like her colors, but it isn't actually her. So they
Can
just put a hat.
Can they bring back the melee color of Daisy? Like,
Yeah.
before her skin changed to like a darker tone, and it actually looked like Daisy instead of Peach cosplaying.
Just different dress, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. While we're on the topic of Pikachu and Detective Pikachu, though, has anybody here played Detective Pikachu?
I played 5 minutes of it. I told you how I felt.
Hey, let's hear
We
it.
should say it on the podcast. Let's hear it.
The minute that the APOMs jumped on, I don't even know, a forklift. It's literally 5 minutes into the game. I turned it off and I played. This is how bad it was. I played Smash Bros for the 3DS instead.
All right, relax.
Okay, but you're not telling us why it was bad. You're saying it was
Yeah,
bad.
because I actually enjoy it. I've played quite a bit of it now.
It just didn't pull me in. Like, I was sitting there for 5 minutes.
But does that make it bad?
Waiting for some. I think in a visual novel game, the opening cutscene should pull you right in. But that's just me.
It just wasn't his cup of tea. That's it.
Yeah.
But does that make it
people
bad?
probably
That's
like
fair.
it. To me, it seems like I said this on my stream. You know how like Pokemon's a game for kids, but everyone can enjoy it. I think
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu through and through is a kid's game. Like a kid's entry into visual novels or something. Like Baby Phoenix Wright, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I wouldn't really describe it as Baby Phoenix Wright though, because I played about an hour of it. At
What
this
about
point.
Baby Layton?
Well, okay, I would say it has more in line with Layton than it does with Phoenix
Yeah.
Wright. Yeah. I think that's actually a better way to put it. I just like the cutscenes, and I know like it is just sort of like these little quick time events, but I do like the voice acting. I think the voice acting is really good.
That
And it's
was my problem. The quick time events. I missed them all on purpose, and you don't get punished for it. So like, what's the point?
Oh, do you see? Okay, well, I was actually doing
Yeah.
them, so I
I
didn't
just
know that
sat
if you
there and
don't do
watched.
them-
You know when you have to mash A to push the thing?
Yeah.
If you don't mash A, you just sit there forever.
Oh,
It's one of those.
well, I still like it. I like when I played it. It was cute. # free game, # free product. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. Well, we're on the topic of Pikachu, though. One last thing before we move on, because there is actually quite a bit of stuff to talk about this week. Are there any changes you guys would like to see to Pikachu's moveset in Smash for Switch? We haven't really talked about the character yet.
I think
Last week we focused on Kirby
Pikachu's like
characters.
Pikachu's like the most well-designed character in the entire game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a different back air.
He's perfectly fine. Yeah, maybe his back air could change. But honestly, he's probably the best designed character in Smash 4.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's much that really need or should be changed about
Could the
Pikachu.
side B be changed?
Skull Bash? Does
Yeah.
Pikachu
I'd be
even
happy
learn
with
Skull
this.
Bash?
He only
He
learned
did in
Skull Bash
Gen
in Gen
1.
1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
Tackle then.
Yeah, I think changing it to Volt Tackle would... Well, Volt Tackle's his final smash, isn't it?
Right. Well, his final
Yeah.
smash shouldn't be that anymore. It should be a Z move or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be... Yeah, move Volt Tackle to side B and give him
Yeah.
whatever Thunderbolt. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, that can work.
I like what Elite 4X in the chat just said. Change his back air to Iron Tail. That would actually be kind
It's
of
up
clean. I
there,
would like
Pretty
that.
cool.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, his up air is Tail Whip, I think.
Well, it's a yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't think Pikachu needs to be changed at all.
No, he's pretty like he represents it.
I
Yeah.
would say they could
Yeah.
change his up B since there's characters now that when they air dodge they actually vanish, so his up B doesn't just stretch his body, so his hitbox just
Oh,
extends.
yeah, make him disappear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or they could give him like a Fox illusion effect where he gets after
Yeah,
images.
That'd be cool.
That would be
That's
really
what it
cool.
should be like, actually.
Mm.
I do
don't
kind
know.
of want them to change his side B to Volt Tackle now that we brought that up, though, because it doesn't really make sense that today we have a Skull Bash Pikachu in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And Skull Bash isn't really all that useful either, so I feel like
That
changing
doesn't
it maybe.
matter. That's way too much attention to detail.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
man.
not necessarily. I mean, this is the game where now we're gonna have Champion Link instead of regular Link, so I
They
feel
could
like
change side B to like. They could change side B to like charge or something that makes his attacks a little bit more powerful the longer you charge, and it has like a set charge or something.
that'd be kind of cool.
I think just overall,
But it's
most of it. I'm just gonna try and speak for the majority. I think most of us overall. I know most people's characters here. I don't think any of us care about Pikachu that much.
Oh, I care about Pikachu. Hello,
He's lying.
I played
He-
Pikachu in Brawl.
He's lying.
Wow,
He
that
played
was
Brawl for a
8
week.
years ago. Wow, dude.
Okay, that Brawl's my first Smash game. Come on now.
No, what Melee wasn't it?
No, Brawl was.
What?
Okay.
Fun facts.
He played Brawl for a week.
Oh yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
have a GameCube. I remember.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Alright.
just stunned. I'm stunned by the revelation that one of our own, his first Smash game was Brawl. That just, I'm bothered. I'm genuinely
my
bothered. I don't
first
know if I can be here
competitive
anymore.
game was Brawl.
That's not what you said.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
That's
That's,
different.
fair.
I've been
Okay.
playing Smash since '64, man.
Yeah, I mean, technically that was my first competitive game
Yeah,
too. But then, but I'm known for being the casual one. So like, if I say that, it's okay. You're sponsored. You've
I'm
got
pretty-
that sweet hentai
I'm-
sponsorship. You can't be admitting.
Most of
to
us are
that.
all in the same age group. All of us are mostly. Yeah, we're all the same
Yeah.
age.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
true.
Okay,
All
Roger
of us
about
should have started with
35. What do you
64.
mean?
Yeah, Roger's 35 with 16
Shofu
children.
Shofu and I are literally the same age, apart by maybe like 3 weeks.
He's
And
lying.
he says that I'm 35. That means you're 35.
Mm-mm.
Do you want to be 35 years old?
Can you prove it?
Yeah, I could go on Facebook right now and
Facebook.
reveal your birthday. Yeah.
Facebook, he says.
Well, I mean,
If that
that's
proves
where else am I
anything.
going to find out your birthday?
I don't
It's
know.
on Facebook. On Twitter, but I'd have to check your page day up.
Okay,
And then
were,
the little
were
balloons
you
go
there
flipping
when I
in the
was
sky.
born?
No.
Yeah, nice talk.
All right, we're gonna move on because clearly nobody cares about Pikachu. So, a couple of quick little news things I want to bring up. One, in case you guys were not aware of this, today is the final day. Well, actually, it's already passed now.
Yeah, it's
Today
passed.
was the final day to add Wii points to the Wii Shop channel. So, if you had any last-minute things you wanted from the Wii Shop, you missed your chance. If you're listening to this podcast and you didn't already add points, you can still download games. Weirdly enough, using existing points until some point next year, but you just can't add any more points or any more funds to your Wii Shop channel account. Guys, any games you would recommend to people who maybe have points lying around who should use them before 2019?
Can you
Super
Well,
Mario
then-
RPG.
Okay, one at a time, folks.
One at a time, please.
Go on Discord call order.
Oh,
You're not the first one here anymore, buddy.
oh yeah, shit.
Hold on, I have it. What's it called? It's like this Muscle Man game I saw. Was really
Oh, Muscle March.
Yeah, that one. You gotta get
Excellent
yourself
choice.
that. Yeah.
Excellent choice. That man is a man of culture.
If you haven't seen it, you have to just like YouTube and you'll immediately get it.
Wii Music.
You can't download. Oh my god. You can't download Wii.
Wario's Woods. How about that?
What? Okay.
All right, that's fair.
Oh.
McDareth?
Can you get Xenoblade on the Wii Shop channel?
No, what are you people talking about? Wii
Okay.
Music and Xenoblade. Oh my god.
If not that, they got Kirby 64. Remember that? And they have
do?
Smash 64. I'm pretty sure as well.
Yep.
And
My recommendation
Icarus.
is not Smash 64. Buy anything that's not Smash 64.
Hello.
My recommendation is wait for your goddamn turn.
Who's Mike?
Yeah,
Mike,
it's
yeah.
Zach and Wiki.
Is Zach and Wiki on the
Oh.
Wii Shop?
Oh yeah,
That's
it is.
That's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No, you can get it physically.
Really?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
it physically.
I own it
Ooh.
physically.
I had no idea that Zach and Wiki was available on the Wii Shop channel.
I believe it is.
What?
It might have been like a prequel or something. I don't know.
Regardless, I mean, yeah, Zach
I
and
know what
Wiki's
you're
great.
talking about. Yeah.
I guess my recommendation would be My Life as a King, which is a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles spin-off where you build your own town and you set out on quests to bring back Crystallite and then build your town out even more. It's a really
Crystal
fun
Light.
game. That's what it's called.
I heard of that
Crystal
game.
Light.
The
Sounds
shit you
fun.
put in your drink? And
No,
Yeah.
not crystal, not crystal light, crystallite.
Oh.
So, I see somebody else says My Life as King is great. So awesome. I'm glad other people agree with me. Shofu?
I don't even know what the question was, my guy.
What games on the Wii Shop channel
Why?
would you recommend downloading if you still have Wii points?
I don't even know what that is, man.
Just say like Pokemon
I don't
Puzzle
even
League.
know where
or
I
Yeah,
am.
just say Pokemon Puzzle League.
Pokemon what?
Pokemon
Just-
Pokemon Snap. Just say Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap. Just say Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap is trash. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I don't have any. I have no recommendations.
Well, all right. This has been an interesting talk. Viram, what's your choice?
Who?
World of Goo.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
World of Goo is a good choice. Yeah, good choice. Warchamp. Now that it's your turn.
Not Smash 64 because it has really bad input delay. But I'm not sure if it's on there. But if Harvest Moon 64 is on the eShop, you need to pick
Not
that
on
game up.
there.
Fuck.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's not.
fuck.
I think Harvest Moon Super Nintendo is on there.
No, I don't think that's on there either.
That one's
Really?
okay. That one's. If you have no
I
other
feel like,
choice.
oh, somebody brought up Sin and Punishment is on the eShop. I completely forgot about that. It's a pretty good game.
Oh wait, Harvest Moon SNES is on there.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, I had it on the Wii eShop. Yeah, look at that.
Zeph?
Super Mario RPG or Paper Mario. Both are fine.
Actually, yeah, I would recommend Paper Mario if you
Yeah.
have Wii points because it looks really nice. So, and that's obviously not a game where input lag is a big deal if you're
I'm
speedrunning it. or
changing
anything.
my answer to Bomberman Hero.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bomberman Hero is available on there too. That's why I want Bomberman in Smash Brothers, so we get Bomberman Hero music. I genuinely want him in Smash for that reason.
I want to
Oh, shoot,
redial
Bomberman Blast.
Linux.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the weird Bomberman games are on there. 94 is on there as an import game. 93 is on there. Bomberman Blast, which is the
Yeah, you can
WiiWare
only
title.
get Blast on there.
Yeah. So there you go. Lots of cool recommendations if you still have Wii points. But moving on before we get to the big topic of the week, and I feel like we'll be talking about this for a while, the very last little news tidbit I want to bring up, this was brought to my attention today. This was a interview. I don't know if it was a video interview, but it was an interview with Kosuke Yabuki, who is the director of ARMS, that was on Polygon. And one of the people brought up in the interview the possibility of an ARMS character in Smash Bros. For Switch. And then it says, according to my notes, Yabuki's answer to this line of questioning was prefaced with intense forehead rubbing. And Yabuki says, I think the correct reaction to say is, I can't answer that. Another thing I'd say is that ARMS is so young, it's only about a year old, that maybe it's too early to think about that. But I think it's absolutely fantastic that there are people out there talking about ARMS characters in that way. So, from the hunting, do you think still that an ARMS character is a lock?
From the what?
Or
Yeah, your mic didn't just cut out this time; it exploded.
Yeah.
it exploded? What happened?
We were
I don't
gone
know.
for like 2 seconds.
All right, so what was the last thing you guys heard?
You said from the sounds, and then you went. "Ah."
Okay, so from the sounds of this interview, do you think that Yabuki is just fronting, or do you think it's still pretty likely?
Absolutely.
We're...
I'm
Yeah,
telling
Okay.
you.
Sakurai already sent him that email. Said we're putting your character in. I don't care what
Don't
you
tell
say.
anybody or I'll chop
Yeah,
your
so
feet
guy's a
off. That's what he
boss, man.
said.
Why do you think
Yeah.
he rubbed his forehead so hard?
Right.
I was like, oh damn.
He literally gave it away, but see, he can't
This
say
is
anything.
the first time I have to deal with this.
You can't say anything yet. It's way too obvious, but you know they're hiding it in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? You just can't tell anything.
Yeah.
Chopping the feet off the arms creator. That's nuts.
Sakurai's got everyone in his pocket.
Yeah.
So you guys don't think it's something where like maybe they'll just add them as DLC later on and they won't be on the
I think
disc?
that's possible. I still think ARMS is too new.
It could be DLC, but I feel like no, because they stopped supporting the game already.
Smash is typically a generation behind, so.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
What
Which is
this,
true.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
what
they
this
kind of
did
had
have-
this conversation. We kind of had this conversation a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the quote-unquote lock characters this time around and how there aren't really very many, but that an ARMS rep or Rex and Pyro would be pretty likely, but the only problem against them would be the fact that, yeah, their games are maybe too new.
Why does that matter, though? Smash Bros is literally a big,
it's
literally
always-
a
it's
big
always
ass
been.
advertisement, bro. That's free
Yeah,
advertisement.
we've had like brand
we
new
did it-
characters relative to
Bayonetta 2,
First game.
Bayonetta. We
Yeah.
had her that
Yeah.
we had Greninja who
Corrin.
had
That's
barely
Pokemon, though.
come
Yeah, but
out.
this is a
Corrin.
brand new
Arms is a brand
franchise.
new IP.
There's
That's
Ike and Lucas too.
Yeah, but
Not
then
that
with
I-
like Rex from Xenoblade. Xenoblade's not a new franchise.
Yeah, that could still happen.
I really don't
It
think it,
might- it
matters
might-
how new the game
I
is.
don't. I think regardless, an ARMS character, it's for sure. Even if
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
gonna
support
happen
the game
eventually.
anymore, they're with 1 million copies sold, they definitely are like, okay, maybe one day we'll make a sequel, and Smash will be the billboard to help them actually get it off the ground.
And that
Yeah.
comic's still coming out.
Yeah, that too.
That's true.
They actually brought that up in this interview, if you want to talk about that at all, Mike.
Nope.
There's literally no way an ARMS character is
That's
making
great.
a
So,
I mean, it looks good, but yeah.
are we all in agreement then, Springman, or do we think there could be other
I've
characters?
seen a
that
lot
fit in
of
there?
Yes.
I've seen a lot of pull for Ribbon Girl, but it's like you could put Ribbon Girl over Springman and it'll be the
Yeah.
same model.
I
There's
agree.
there's some characters you can't, like Master Mummy, but and Helix, I guess. Well, you could for Helix, but
Yeah, for
overall,
Springman and Raven Girl, it could just be like the core and
yeah,
where it's just male
Yeah.
female version.
yeah, you could pretty much put almost any ARMS character there, except for maybe like 2.
Yeah, I can see them
Yeah.
doing Junior, except for like Master Mummy and Mechanica.
Yeah, but you see, that's where the problem is like I think Sakurai is an all or nothing kind of guy. It would be sort of weird to have a whole bunch of them and then not one of the like main non DLC characters like Master Mummy. So
Like-
I think
like
it would just be
assist
Springman and
trophies,
Ribbon
though.
Girl. What do you mean?
I mean, like if you still wanted them to be represented, they could still make ARMS assist trophies and still have
Yeah,
those characters
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
They
Yeah.
pull a Lucina and like they have Springman and then they make Ribbon Girl a clone of
Oh,
him.
that could happen.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
fully
more likely-
expecting it.
I can't wait for people to start complaining about slots. I can't wait. I'm
Oh
ready.
man, that's
I'm
the
excited.
worst.
I'm excited.
I would be okay with that though, with Ribbon Girl and Springman, because I actually like both of those characters, and I feel like there's a lot of different Fire Emblem characters they could add. So if they're gonna take out a clone and instead put in a new clone with someone like Ribbon Girl, I'd be totally cool with that.
Yeah, she have a
Um,
bunch of jumps.
What'd you say?
She could have a bunch of jumps like her game.
Yeah. I mean, Twintel is another one that I know gets a lot of pull. A lot of people want Twintel in there.
Where's my girl, Min Min?
Who?
Yeah.
Twintel though.
The reason I brought up Twintel is because not only was it brought up in this interview that Yabuki said the response to Twintel was energizing, but he also said that he notices a lot of character art online for Twintel, and he also says we spent,
Character
which I don't know
arts.
what that means, but he says we spent a lot more time on Twintel's character and worked a bit harder on her. But when we put that first video out and saw those reactions to her, that made me very happy and gave us a lot of energy as we were making the game. So he specifically calls out that Twintel as one of his favorite characters, and they spent a lot of time on her specifically. So I do think if there could be another character beyond Springman or Ribbon Girl, and they don't just do the thing like you guys mentioned, where it's like Bowser Jr. and they just have a bunch of different characters in one slot, I do think it's pretty likely that Twintel could get in there as well.
Time well spent.
Yeah. I like some people in the chat are saying Lola Pop.
Oh shit! I forgot she even
Weird.
exists.
Yeah,
She'd be fun.
she'd be kind of weird.
What
'cause she
stage
has the
would we
really big
want?
pants.
Lola Pop, I think, would be perfect for like an assist trophy type of
Oh,
character.
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'd be a great assist trophy.
Yeah.
In terms of a stage, you said, Mike.
Yeah.
I would want Helix's lab. I think that'd be kind of cool.
You know it's gonna be the ring. You
Yeah,
know the one.
whichever's like the
How-
most neutral stage would probably be the one that
You
gets
know the
picked.
one, the
I
yellow
want
shit.
the Max Brass Sky Arena.
Oh, that would be actually the best one.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Sky Arena would be a great neutral stage, but I'm thinking about the possibilities of that basic yellow arena, and they would probably have it where like the top of the ring you could bounce on, similar to what you could do in the Punch Out Arena. You know how you could like bounce off the what are they called?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Is Ribbon Girl stage the one with the purple blocks or whatever?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's one I want. I think that would be good for Smash.
That would be like a good party stage, one that would fit Smash.
It could even be neutral.
Yeah. FD, what's it called? The concert stage or something like that?
Ribbon
Concert
Ring.
hall or something. Yeah, Ribbon Ring. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like ARMS, but I love it. I like ARMS. And
only
and I like a
game
lot of the
I've
characters
ever
in the
wanted to
stages.
refund in my life.
So clearly, it's a pretty drastic difference in opinion in terms of people on the podcast in terms of ARMS. But all right, we'll move on from ARMS because there's a lot of other stuff we need to talk about. Specifically, the Super Smash Bros Invitational and Smash Bros at E3 announced that they will be bringing back the Super Smash Bros Invitational for this year's E3, which means this year's E3 is going to have a playable build of Super Smash Bros for Nintendo Switch. We are only a few months away from seeing how this game plays, having this game in our hands. Guys, are you going to E3?
Hell no.
I'm going.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
I want to go so bad.
Okay, everybody's saying nope is too broke to go. All right, if you have
I
the
just don't
funds
want to go to a dick
and the
ass-
means to go, you'd go. All right, I know about you.
No. I'm not
You're
trying to
lying.
go to sit there in line for 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be 8 hours.
It's gonna be 8 hours.
How you gonna tell me?
It's gonna
I
be
feel
8
like
hours.
I feel like the E3 experience I would want, I could still get like most of it at home. just
Okay, you
watching the
can't say
stream.
that if you haven't
Weren't-
gone.
No, I know that, but like again, like just there with the crowd and the lines and all
No.
that. I don't.
Roger, listen
I
to
don't
these
know.
people. They don't
I
know what they're
sat
talking about.
in line at a Best
They
Buy
don't-
to
they
play a
don't.
demo once in free for alls. I would most certainly wait in
how
line
long?
for 8 hours to play.
Weren't the
play
lines
E3.
really short for Smash 4?
No, not where I went.
No,
No,
in
for
E3, I
E3.
mean that was before they got greedy and let the public in. All right.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Now it'll probably be
And-
a lot
and-
worse, but
I don't know though. I feel like because they're doing the Invitational, they're also doing the Splatoon Championships as well. But have they announced if that's going to be at the Microsoft Theater again, or is that going to be like on the show floor?
I
None
think
of
it
them
might
sounds
be
like it's
pushed to the side for Smash. It might just be a show floor thing instead of the theater.
Because that would be kind of weird if they did the Invitational on the show floor. I mean, I'd be okay
Yeah.
with it, but it would be kind of weird to stream it if it was like a full-on Invitational. and it was
Especially
just
since
on the
they
show floor.
showed the theater in the trailer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah.
But it's also weird because Xbox has already announced that they're moving all of their E3 stuff to the Microsoft Theater venue. Like, Xbox isn't going to have a booth this year. The only booth for Microsoft at this year's E3 is going to be a Mixer booth. And everything else is being
What?
moved.
What?
Yeah, everything else is being moved to the Microsoft Theater. And that's going to be where they have everything this year.
Ugh.
So it's weird that if they end up doing that, like,
no, I mean the
I
trailer
don't
just
know.
showed where they played last time. It doesn't have anything to do with this time, right?
yeah. I don't know, but even at the same time, like, would this replace the Treehouse? Do you guys still think we're going to get the
Hell no.
Treehouse? Because there's a lot of stuff that's still to be announced at this year's show that we're going to need to see. Like, we might see a Pokemon announcement before E3 happens, and that would probably be there, I'm assuming, if that comes out this year or next year. We've got Metroid Prime 4, which is already announced. We'll probably see a trailer for. We've got Bayonetta 3, same situation. We probably will see a trailer for that game at E3. We've got the Fire Emblem game still coming out this year that we know nothing about, plus the Yoshi game, plus new Labo sets, plus Smash Brothers, plus new upgrades for Splatoon. Or well, they're not going to add new stuff for ARMS, but maybe some new
Motherfucking
content for
Kingdom
Split
Hearts 3.
What? But that's
Finally?
that's not
Didn't-
Nintendo.
It's important enough to mention.
Yeah, true.
Didn't Kimishima say there was going to be focus on less familiar IPs this year?
Wario Land.
if he did-
Wario Land is coming.
Where are they?
I don't know. Well, Fire Emblem might be one of them. He might consider Fire Emblem one of those.
No
Nah, it's
way.
way here.
Fire Emblem Heroes. That's just mainstream as hell.
Animal Crossing.
No, it's gonna be Wario Land. Let's go.
Animal Crossing is really mainstream though, and
Yeah.
also something that I would love. Alex, are you a big Animal Crossing fan?
I'm not, but I think they're gonna have it like regardless. They have
So you think
to.
we're gonna get Animal Crossing at this E3? What else do you think we're gonna end up seeing at this year's show?
Shit. I don't know, man. Like you put me on the spot. I don't know, honestly.
That's the point.
Well, probably Metroid. Probably Metroid for sure. Smash, obviously. That might be. You know how they did like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and then Odyssey was last year. I think this year is going to be Smash, and they're going to centralize like their whole advertising campaign around that. That's just a hunch, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the booth looked like a giant Smash Brothers arena. That would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
We've been going all out with the booths. The Breath of the Wild one was like this enclosed, great
cool.
plateau.
Wasn't it Lost
It was
Woods?
really cool. I guess kind of, if you want to call it the Lost Woods. Yeah, the whole thing was like dark and enclosed, and there were bokoblins, like statues all over the place, and they had this like the ripped out Temple of Time. That was like one portion of the booth. They had another area of the booth which had a doorway that sort of opened up that looked like one of the shrines. And then last year was, of course, New Donk City. So they had like the main stage area.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then the park, and then everything else was New Donk City. So yeah. I don't know. I think like a Smash Brothers arena would be really cool for E3. I would love to take pictures there.
Because I know people love Smash, so like if they have like a main focus of that, so they have like all the people who are going that can actually play it, and the lines aren't like as terrible. Like I feel like they'll do something like that.
It's also very weird. Like, I can't imagine a themed like setup yet because they haven't really given a theme to the logo.
Yeah, we don't know anything. It's
You're
just
right.
fire. Like
I
always.
feel like we're gonna see something like before. Like,
yeah, we're definitely gonna get a direct.
Because I think I was talking with you, Mike. We were talking, and going from a teaser trailer of Smash right into an invitational, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a direct maybe soon. I don't know.
I feel like it'd be weird to get another direct so soon.
Not
Probably
like
like
soon,
April,
but-
May.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost April now, though. Like,
So
it's
like
March
end
26th.
of April. Yeah.
Yeah, late April, early
yeah.
May.
Nearer to like close to E3.
See, I have a weird prediction, and I don't know if we talked about Pokemon earlier, so I feel I'll bring it up now. I feel like Pokemon always does their own thing. The Pokemon Company never really goes along with, you know, the other directs. They're not going to announce Pokemon for Switch in like a regular Nintendo Direct. But if they end up doing maybe a Pokemon Direct at some point in April or maybe early May, where they announce, could see that Direct ending with a trailer for a new Pokemon from that new generation for Smash Brothers.
That would be wild.
And that might be like the way they would reveal the full title of the game, and then we'd go into the Invitational with maybe 2 characters we know about, Inkling and this new Pokemon, and then not really know anything else, but people to the Invitational and play the game beforehand. Like, they didn't have Zero and everybody else who went to the last one just play it day of. They had like practice sessions the day before. So I don't think it really is a requirement that they show the general public what the game is before the Invitational. I think it'd be kind of exciting to see it all there for the first time.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but then how would you brand it at the show floor? Like that's what I mean. That's what I meant by that. Like, how do you brand? Like, how would you brand? It's just a black and white logo. Like, how do you go off of a branding like that? Like, it would be so plain in comparison.
Well, I mean, internally, I'm sure they know what the final logo looks like and what the name of the game is, so they would use the internal documents to make the. Like, they didn't know all the details for Odyssey when they designed the Mario Odyssey booth at E3. They, of course, got the... Like, we didn't know the details, I should say. Nintendo knew the details, but the general public didn't know New York City at that point.
No, but by the trailers, we saw trailers of the game before that, like, before any of that. Like, all we've seen...
We had a lot of Odyssey footage.
Yeah, like, we have... All we have is the footage of the Inkling, and then this logo that doesn't have much to it. You know what I mean?
Some people standing in some fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think we'll get a video of it soon.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get gameplay, but I think we'll get something.
I think it would be hype though if like they didn't announce anything, and then just as soon as like those doors open, the people that are there get to see like the game first, and it's like a whole reveal. It would be hype.
Incredible, yeah.
I would. I kind of want them to do that. Like when you went into Smash 4, there is no mystery. Like I knew everything that was there. I didn't care about the unlockable characters because none of them, I didn't play any of them, so I just went straight to online. It was, I don't know. Nintendo's been like that lately, spoiling everything. Odyssey, there was 2 kingdoms that we didn't know about. Breath of the Wild, they showed like a whole bunch of stuff, but obviously you can't really spoil that kind of game. that they've been
Breath of
doing
the Wild, they literally showed the final segment of the game in the reveal trailer where Zelda's holding up her hand and then trying to close up the Ganon portal or whatever. So, yeah, that is a little bizarre. I mean, it'd be kind of cool maybe if the booth was just this giant stadium and then around the booth is like fire.
Oh, man.
That would actually be kind of cool. Because if they contained it, it'd be kind of cool if they had like fire shooting up every once in a while. That'd be kind of neat. Wasn't there a dragon that breathes fire at some booth at E3 a couple years ago?
Scalebound.
Oh man, don't even
Rest
remind me.
in peace.
But that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. But this will bring us to the main Party Ball segment. Obviously, we've been talking about the Invitational. Party Ball discussion for this week is how would you like to see the Smash Bros Invitational handled this time around? How many players would you like to see? Which players in particular would you like to see participate? Do you have any expectations for this year's event? And do you think there will be demos at Best Buy?
I think the format last year was all right.
Here's my gripe with last year. The players that there were a ton of melee players and not enough personality or Smash or like previous Brawl characters.
They just got people like, hey, you play Melee? You're in the Melee documentary, bro?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
I think we're gonna get like
it's better than people that actually don't know what the heck they're doing though.
Yeah, but I'm saying now we have so many actual personalities that could like Nairo Void, people like that, and not just. I don't want to. Never mind. I'm gonna start saying names, but let's.
No, but I mean that's the whole point. We can go in whichever direction you want. This is a free-form discussion.
No, I don't
talk about with invitation.
I'm not trying to do anything.
Talk your shit, man. I'm trying to hear.
No, but we should.
No,
this is interesting. Like, name some names you would like to see.
Why was Mac D there? Hello.
Why the fuck was Ken there?
Yeah, that's the name I knew he was going for.
Because Ken is a legend of his own time.
He
man.
lost to an 8-year-old at Brawl, the Evo at Brawl with items on. He got blown away.
But that was grand finals though, still.
Yeah, and he lost.
Wait, was it still an 8-year-old?
I mean,
yes.
yeah.
But that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Like, what are you even talking about, Zev? Like,
no, they obviously got him for his legendary Melee status.
Ken,
but
obviously,
mean,
why do you have a problem? Why do you have a problem with that though?
No one cares.
That's not true. That's not true.
McDareth cares.
Look, look. It's like this, my guy. Would you rather have Ken or some big ass YouTube? I mean, honestly, there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons. Okay, Ken is still a Smash player.
It depends on the YouTuber.
He's known for playing Smash.
I will go on record saying I would definitely rather have Etika than Ken.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about
to
say.
Who said anything about Etika? Man, the name of the YouTuber is irrelevant. Okay, look.
No, but I'm saying like when you say
I didn't ask
Smash
what you were
YouTuber,
saying. What
that's
I'm
the first
saying
name
is
I thought of that I thought would be fun.
I didn't say anything about a Smash YouTuber. What do you? Why are you guys putting words in my mouth here? Can I speak? God damn. Nah, shut up. Anyways. We saw the Pokken Invitational, all right? They got freaking Matt Pat. He has like 5 million subs or something on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which obviously there's some merit there. He can advertise the game. But I have no problem with Ken at the same time because he still plays Smash, but he's known in the Smash community. So either one is fine to me, honestly. But
also like to add, he was also the Pokken Invitational, so there's a good chance they might ask him again.
If he comes back, I'm not watching the invitation.
They had at the first Smash 4 Invitational, they had celebrity matches, which were separate from the main bracket.
Yeah.
Let's get Snoop Dogg and Zac Efron back.
So
What?
they could have
Back?
Wait,
Yeah,
actually,
they
when were they ever there?
No. They were at E3 for I think it was Battlefield 4.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
that.
Snoop Dogg was smoking weed live while playing their game.
As an expert on current marketing trends, the Invitational needs to have Drake.
Yeah.
they don't have that kind of money.
I mean, they could get like, isn't it Dylan Sprouse even went to a Smash tournament?
Yeah,
Smash
Dylan
Bros.
Sprouse used to play
That'd
Melee.
actually be funny.
No, he used to play PM.
Or PM, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
no,
he used to
bam,
play
he's
PM.
not going.
That's it.
He's blacklisted.
No, I actually think it's likely they're gonna do what Mike was talking about with the celebrity bracket again. But I don't think.
Whoa,
dude.
Whoa.
Wait, why'd you say whoa?
Whoa, dude.
No.
Why'd you say whoa?
Just keep
Continue
going.
celebrities.
Okay. So anyway, but I think they might go with the celebrity bracket again. But if they do end up doing that, I think it'll end up being like a brand ambassador bracket or something. I think they're gonna get people who they've worked with a bunch. No, I really do. I believe this because like they narrowed down the program a lot recently, And I know they're like looking for ways to do more things with brand ambassadors, but at the same time, I think it's really important that they don't just have like YouTube is the only people playing in this invitational. They need to have pro Smash players. They need to have good pro Smash players.
Yeah, they will.
They're gonna get Zero. They're gonna get Hungry Box. They're probably gonna bring in someone that like who's like the biggest Nintendo YouTuber right now.
I would argue Etika.
Oh.
No, like Nintendo focused.
Jaywitz?
Yeah, like someone like Jaywitz.
Yeah. I'd be cool with Jaywitz. I think he'd be fun.
Look, well,
I haven't seen that dude.
It's pretty unpredictable, honestly. Like a lot of the times, it doesn't seem like they know what the heck they're doing. If we're being real.
Yeah.
But at the last invitation, it was all people that were involved in the Smash community some way, aside from the celebrity thing, right?
Yeah.
Like even the they had like I think Milk Tea was there, and I don't know.
Hugs was there.
Yeah, they were all Smash players.
A lot of Cali players were there.
Zero won by timeout against Hungry Box.
Yep.
I'm sure they're gonna
Good
play with items on
times.
and stuff just so they can showcase.
Oh, of course they will. Of course,
And then they
yeah.
said
I won't
that-
be
I want them to
serious.
play with items
If they
on.
did it exactly the same as last year, I wouldn't even have. I said last year, last time.
If there's a Reggie and H-Box rematch, that we need that.
I don't care if
I
they do it
hope
the
they
same
end
as
up doing that.
I don't care if they do it exactly the same as last time, as long as ties are handled the way we do it in tournaments and not the way the game does it. Fucking Zero went for the timeout against Hungry Box, and he had higher percent, but they don't go by tournament rules, so it was decided by the sudden death, and Zero won the sudden death.
Yeah, let's fucking go, Zero.
No.
They should definitely like have items on until like the end, I guess. The last couple matches.
Yeah. I feel like the final match should be items off, but I kind of want it with items on though, because I want to see what the new items are.
On,
you know?
Items on made the invitational last time cool, like with Hugo with the super fighting robot and yeah, like those moments were cool.
And
Especially if we know nothing about the characters and they have new final smashes, and then we end up seeing them for the first time used in that invitation. It would be a kind of cool way to highlight it.
I'm really surprised that like Sakurai would like show off his game. He would let other people play the game to show it off. Be like so close to when it's announced. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's only been 3 months. Yeah. How long did we know about Smash for Wii U and 3DS before?
A while.
Probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, we saw the first gameplay trailer exactly a year before because it was at E3 2013.
Jeez,
But even then, it was revealed before then.
Yep. But just like by name.
Yeah.
Or not even by name. Just it's going to be on the consoles and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I know we've already kind of agreed that we think it's pretty much going to be a new game, but on the side of people who are like trying to make the argument that it's going to be a port, maybe they'll end up really focusing on Smash 4 players for the Invitational this time around, as opposed to just bringing in a bunch of old Melee heads. And then we'll end up seeing like some of the top dogs from Smash 4 in the Invitational, maybe like the top 8 even of the, like the bracket. What do you guys think? Like, who do you want to see from Smash 4 beyond the big names we've already brought up? Because of course people like Zero and Nairo and Void, they seem pretty likely.
Okay,
those are literally the only people I care about.
Before we do that, okay, all the people tweeting at Nintendo.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Your freaking interview videos or.
Oh yeah.
My man, I just literally seen one dude put a whole 2-minute like, I don't even know what it was. All right. People are out here grabbing resumes talking about, hey, I got 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think I'd be a great fit for the Invitational.
Nintendo doesn't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. People don't know how this stuff works, man. It's ridiculous.
If you have to ask them, then you're not the person they're looking for.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like,
I
mean, that's not necessarily
if you
true.
Put out a tweet, I know, but I still feel like if you put out a tweet and you're somebody that they were considering, and then you were like, hey, add me to the Invitational, I think they're actually going to be less likely to invite you.
I don't think that's true.
I do think that's true.
I don't think they care about any of that. All right. I don't think they're actually looking at these people's tweets and reconsidering or considering at all. That's what I'm saying. The tweets don't matter at all. Like, I don't understand. These people are so desperate. It's so funny to me, but it's like, Jesus Lord.
I'll tell you right now, they have every invitee already locked in.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
For sure. Probably day of they got.
That's why I'm saying, like, they're not gonna not invite you just because you tweeted at them. They don't care about that. That's not how anything works.
Who's replacing Prague for the third commentator? I know it's gonna be D1 and Scar again.
Bam.
Bam.
Who? Bam?
Yo,
Oh, Bam.
It's gonna be Vicky Kitty.
No, yeah, Vicky.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be
yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be Vicky Kitty.
She's
It'll
really
probably,
good,
who
actually.
who was the like sports comment, or was it a sports commentator? It was some guy who does like sports stuff normally.
Yeah, at the
Yeah, it's gonna be unnecessary
year's
MC. It's gonna be it's gonna be D1 and Vicky Kitty.
The guy they got last year.
DC. Puff in the chat said DC. But I think it'll be Vicky.
Wait, are we gonna get have Scar again?
Yeah, for sure. I think
No,
so.
please, no Scar.
Why?
I'm
Scar's
I'm with
cool.
Ghost.
I'm
with Ghost.
not a Scar fan.
He hasn't
I'd be
commented
fine
anything
if he
forever.
goes. But like D1, if he's not, he's there. He's there. But
Yeah,
if
he's
he's not there.
Oh yeah, D1's a lock for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
If he's
Has
not there,
Scar-
we're gonna have a problem.
Has Scar even commentated it this year?
Who?
Scar.
Scar.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just a messed up episode.
I don't like.
Wait, hold
like,
on. We got a great commentator in this.
Oh
chat right
shit.
You talking about me? Yeah, I'm pretty good when they allow me to do my thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I went to Civil War. I was supposed to commentate one of the crew battles, but you know what I'm saying? They didn't let me do it because I had a panel at the same time.
I'm gonna mute
You
this
know what
man.
I'm saying? So,
Our
huh?
boy Viram can talk.
Oh, you talking about him? Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Wait, what am I? I mean, like everyone I want to be in, but like, I don't feel like I'm not in the Illuminati. I'm not there yet.
See, but that's the thing. You gotta
I'm being-
see. You have an English accent, okay? Let's look at all the popular esports
Oh yeah. You're
throughout
right.
history. All right, there's always an English guy. Always.
Bro, all of League is just English.
Every
guys,
single
dude.
time there's a guy with an English accent. That could be you, my dude. It's 2018, man. We Silent Doom making it to the top. I mean, Vera making it to the top in 2018. All right, you're gonna get him there.
He-
They're not
he
gonna-
might just
they're
be
not gonna
forgotten
get
right
him
now.
because-
He might have already gotten the email and he just can't spell it.
Hey, you
anymore.
know what? He might be right. But he's
So
also heavily affiliated with the Project M podcast. So
Wait, what are you?
There's always an English commentator, man.
No one here plays PM. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
That just makes your game
Hey.
sound so much better.
I
man.
mean, you shouldn't be so mean to something made
Look,
by
man.
community members.
Look, man. Look, D1 was involved with Project M before. See where he is now. It's fine.
yeah.
okay, but he also, you know what? Never mind.
Damn.
He also
I'm seeing some.
he
people
also
saying
let the
they
rope
love
go
C.
on the gallows, man.
I'm seeing some
Yikes.
people in the chat saying EE. I would
No.
love EE as a commentator, but that's never gonna
Nintendo.
happen.
Ew,
No.
No
Look,
way would they give
All
me.
you need
way.
is
He'd be
D1 and
amazing,
Silent. I
though.
mean,
Oh,
Vero.
he would be amazing.
Oh,
No
it'd be
doubt he'd be
great.
amazing.
The only way that would happen is if they had a sniper rifle ready.
That's crazy.
You have
He's the craziest commentator. He pushes the the line too much.
I could just see like waiting behind the scenes. You have like D1 and EE, and they're on stage commentating, and then waiting behind the curtain is like a guy in a ninja costume, just like waiting to strike. The second he says something, the Nintendo Ninja pulls him off stage.
You know what? Let's get Yike commentating this invitational.
I
Yipes.
fucking love Yipes commentary, dude.
Let's get Yipes.
Yipes is fantastic.
Yipes screams are my favorite thing in any game's commentary, hands down.
Do you think they'll get Maximilian to the invitational?
No. What?
I mean,
No,
they
probably not.
really could.
Potentially, yeah. He's
Yeah,
pretty
maybe.
big.
Max has been
fits
brought
the
out to
bill.
like everything.
I don't think
Yeah.
they would though, but
And
yeah, I wouldn't
he
be mad if
frequently
they did.
plays Smash on his stream and 8 players.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Just an idea.
I want them to bring Abadongo. That's all I care about. Bring Abadongo.
He wants to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. But I'm just saying
You
I
know
want
what,
them to
though?
bring him.
Abadongo
He's fun.
tweeted at them and said, "Bring me." So you know what that means? No.
No, he's not going then. That's
Bill Trennan tweeted at DeBuzz, so I mean,
Oh, the buzz is probably.
Yeah. Well, Trinan's like DeBuzz's biggest fan.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
why.
early days because he
Fuck?
played Rosalino. Yeah.
What the hell?
You didn't know this?
No. Sorry, this is completely off topic.
What?
There's
Why
some-
are you? Oh my God.
For some reason,
It's
I have
Coast.
5 draft emails, and they're just pictures of Isaac. What the fuck? Anyways,
This man
Yeah.
is sleep requesting Isaac.
That's insane. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other people they could bring. I mean, I
Maybe
think in
like
terms of
Sky?
YouTubers. Yeah, I think Sky would be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Game Explain. They could bring Andre on and
No,
actually
thanks.
do the
Nah,
Andre versus
we're
Etika
good.
fight.
Andre
Uh,
Sears.
We're good.
Oh, Esam?
No, we're
Yeah.
cool there too.
What's wrong with Esam?
He's a Nintendo ambassador.
He got
so
a
he
ball
probably is
head.
better than
Yeah,
most.
no, he's cool. He doesn't have to go.
Oh yeah, Sky and Donkey have that.
Oh, bring
Okay.
Donkey.
Stop doing this. There's literally no way.
Bring Donkey.
That would be
I'm
cool.
down with some donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donkey versus Sky would actually be funny if they did that.
Oh, MKLeo.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
MK Leo's
MK
a
Leo's
good
good.
option.
Good choice.
Yeah.
That would add to the diversity, you know, not just all American players.
I think if they get non-American people, they're gonna get people that can speak English well.
Yo, that's
But
crazy.
Amso is there.
Probably.
Ugh. I can't really think of maybe John Numbers again.
John fucking Numbers.
Who is that?
Former Nintendo world champion. John Numbers.
Isn't he current
Didn't he win
Nintendo World
again?
champion?
Yeah,
No,
No.
I don't.
He-
I don't. beat him.
Aito won last.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Also, actually, they could bring Ido too. That's another one.
Where the hell's he been?
No one knows.
I'm looking at the group they brought last time too. I think they're definitely gonna have to bring some girls too, because all the names.
Yeah,
are
they
gonna
brought,
go
uh,
Kells.
Yeah, Super Go Kells.
They
It's
brought
definitely
good choice,
they
good
brought
choice.
Milk Tea and like who was it, like Pizza Hime or something? Or was it?
Yeah, Peachy Hime, Christmas.
Oh yeah, the one
was there.
person that they couldn't show notable accomplishments for because they were all in PM.
Oh god.
At least you
Everyone
got
had
the
the
ghost
fucking
though.
player cards on Facebook, and they
Oh, wait,
had like their notable accomplishments, and
Didn't
PGP
she
just had
bash the
nothing.
game like
Yeah.
super hard afterwards?
Yeah, right after.
Yeah, she's
What,
dead.
Smash 4?
She's definitely not coming back.
I
for
remember.
Sure. That's-
She's
That's not
basically a
happening.
walking corpse.
She bashed Smash 4 after she played at the Invitational.
Yeah, she got invited to go and play, and then started
Damn,
bashing.
she couldn't wave dash and got mad. That's crazy.
I don't blame her.
I can't even think of any other.
I wouldn't say it out loud, but I would be thinking it.
Dude, that's the edge that Vicky has. She could be a commentator or she could be a player.
She could be
Yeah.
both at the same
Jack
time.
of all trades.
That's clean.
Yeah, maybe I could see add her as a player instead of as a commentator. But I think she'd be good as a commentator, so I'd rather see her as a
Yeah.
commentator.
No. Slide her in as a player so that I have more hope as a commentator.
True. True. We could do that. A bunch of people, they're joking, I think, about this, but it's a genuine thing to bring up. A lot of people are saying John Cena for the Invitational as a celebrity guest.
Okay. you
They
gotta be
actually-
joking.
Yeah, he's an
I'm
affiliate.
actually-
A lot of shit for the Switch.
No, John Cena is actually an affiliate of Nintendo's and did the early
Oh, yeah,
stuff with
Oh,
the
yeah,
Switch.
that's-
Oh,
And-
fuck.
I forgot
Right.
about
So
that.
they actually could bring John Cena on. They could do
Let's
John
go.
Cena.
I believe it. I
Let's
believe
bring
it.
him on.
It's probably gonna be a lot
I
of
forgot he
celebrities.
did that Switch promotion.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, he did the Switch promotion where like you got to go play in a little house with him in the middle of the desert, which is kind of bizarre.
That was weird.
It was weird, but hey, they could do it, and I know there's a lot of John Cena fans at Nintendo, so. And that would actually be kind of a funny thing to happen halfway through the Invitational. They're like, and now we're gonna break it up with something funny while they're fixing the rest.
Don't do it, Roger.
John Cena pops out, and then he ends up fighting somebody. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Okay,
I'm not
never
gonna
mind.
actually say the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I know.
All right.
John Cena.
Who?
Why?
Delete him.
I did it only because he said
Just
not to do
delete
it,
him.
So I wasn't even gonna do it,
You
and then
don't
he
get
said
the-
don't do it, and now it's over.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I tried to save him.
I know.
No,
it's
no,
not-
no.
it's so
To be
rapid.
fair,
My
you're
ears are bleeding.
honestly the reason that just happened. I wasn't even gonna do it,
He's
and then you said that, and now
lying.
it's gonna happen. It's over.
I tried to save
Don't
him.
blame other people for your shortcomings.
They should get
I'm just saying.
they should get Flip Morse to the Invitational.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Oh man. So how many players do you guys want to see? 16 again, or do you think they just
16?
add more
64,
players?
best of 5.
Oh.
What?
Huh?
Top 64, best of 5.
Shut
Get
up.
war jump out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not happening.
No,
I think they could go
I
with
think-
20.
I think the
Items on
16's
high, smash
perfect.
balls only.
You think 16's perfect, Coast?
Yeah, I think 16's like
Yeah.
the best.
When they have to
How
like
long was
time it and
the-
stuff.
Yeah.
What were we saying, Mike?
How long was the Nintendo World Championships? At
3
E3?
hours or 4 hours, I think.
4
It
hours?
was long.
Maybe
Yeah.
bump it up. The Smash Invitational was like 2 hours.
Smash is way more hype in my opinion too, so I feel
Top
like some people would be
64,
excited.
But remember, it's not going to probably be just matches because the last one they had the celebrity stuff, and I think they showed off a mode like at some like intermission, so they'll probably do something like that.
They had a journalist match too.
Yeah, I could see them doing that again.
Has anyone been like actively trying, like people within the Smash community, like actively trying to like put themselves out there for this?
Yeah. Are you kidding? Dude, there's been so many tweets.
There's a reason why we brought it up.
I haven't seen any of it really. Maybe I'm
It
just
was
not
to the
following
point,
other people.
dude. It was to the point where JC had to tweet out like, "Hey, sorry, like, don't send me DMs or."
Oh no.
He definitely. It was something to that extent, where it was like, "I'm sorry for your DM box," and then he liked the tweet, and it was like, "Oh, geez."
Oh, that might be another thing. Devs might, or like Nintendo Treehouse employees might be in the Invitational, or like if there's a tournament or something like that. Because they did that for
cool.
ARMS, or maybe it was another tournament.
Sakurai will be there.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. He's always there whenever.
I hope
he
he pulls a
boss.
Yabuki.
When beats someone's ass.
Yeah.
But if he loses, then
Yeah.
That would actually
He's
be.
nerfing the character that
Holy
he lost
shit.
to.
he has to win because if
And
he
then-
loses, that's the worst look of all.
Whoever,
Play with a new character.
whoever he loses to, they won't shut up about it either.
It would be way harder for Sakurai to win compared to the ARMS one as
Yeah.
well. 'Cause Nobody
Yeah.
had played. Nobody had really played ARMS. It was a brand new
You
experience.
can't
But
put soccer up against like Zero.
No, if this,
Yeah.
Sakurai will give him hands, man. What?
yeah, if this is a new game and like the physics and balances are changed, Sakurai would win.
Aren't,
Yeah,
aren't his
maybe.
hands messed up too? That,
Yeah,
that
he
man
can't- he
won't
had
be able to do anything.
You have to play with the trackball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna fucking whoop Zero's ass with one hand.
How he's not gonna? They're gonna make it like Melee, and his hands are gonna explode live on stream.
So do you think they're gonna do another like video contest of one person go? There was like the
Oh, you're right,
little Mac
there was
player
that.
that got there last time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't remember because I entered.
that'd be neat.
Wait,
you
what?
entered?
Video.
What was the video contest?
Yeah, it was like Instagram. You either make a little video saying why you should, like, you deserve to.
Oh,
Person.
Oh, I did some cringy shit of that.
I'm gonna do that shit. Hey,
Wait,
everybody!
was that?
I'm
was
trying
that
to
for
get
the
to. I'm trying to get to the
Yeah.
invitational.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just to go to E3.
It was just to go
I'm
to
not
E3.
sure.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I don't think because the little Mac player was Rapture. Rapture didn't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
How did Rapture get in?
I don't know.
I think he's on a lot
I'm
of.
not sure.
He did a lot of community stuff. Like during the Brawl days, especially.
Like, I'm genuinely
could-
asking because I don't remember.
Yeah, I could see him coming back if Ridley gets announced and they want to show off Ridley at the Invitational.
Like,
Then I think
Rapture's a
he'll end
cool
up coming
dude,
back.
and I love
Yeah,
him.
I like him. Yeah,
I just don't
he's a nice
remember why he was there.
Yeah. I saw some people saying Leffen. That's not happening. There's no way.
That man
Absolutely
playing
no
Dragon
way.
Ball.
We could
Leffen
get
is
Hungry
not.
Box.
Oh, we will get Hungry Box.
Yeah, I think
That
he's
seems
kind
like
of
a lock.
Yeah. Rematch.
He's up there with Zero. Yeah.
Definitely.
We
gonna be
brought
the
that up
rematch.
earlier. The rematch with Reggie. Yeah.
Reggie's
Yeah.
gonna take his fucking. He's gonna take off his suit, and he's gonna roll up the sleeves on his fucking t-shirt or his dress shirt.
On his T-shirt.
He's gonna give him the work.
That was
Reggie versus
hilarious.
Sakurai. Let's do that instead.
No, he's gonna be wearing a T-shirt underneath
Reggie-
his suit, and it's gonna be a
Reggie versus
Jigglypuff wrestling saying "Don't sleep on me."
No. It's
And
gonna
then
be
he's
a
gonna give
shirt.
Hungry Box the hands.
It's gonna be a shirt that says "Comfort Coast." And on the back it's
Hey.
gonna have-
It's definitely not happening.
Yeah,
That
you're
will
not-
not
you're never
be
going to the
happening.
Reggie, you
Invitational.
trying to get a
Go to
hookup?
E3 just to wear the shirt, and so it appears on like the floating camera, you know, around the stadium.
Yeah.
You get kicked out.
Like there'll be a ninja just waiting.
KDJ
that's-
will be playing for Reggie backstage.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Carissa.
Oh my
I
god.
forgot about that.
That shit was fucking
Oh,
cool,
man.
bro.
Carissa explains it all, man. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That would actually be really funny if they ended up doing that. Yeah.
I can't believe
He
people
plays
got
for
so
Reggie
mad
backstage.
about that too.
Yeah, people did get pissed. I
That was
forgot.
so stupid.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other people thought it otherwise.
No, I know. I remember
Why'd you
the
say
death
otherwise
threats
like
that
that?
D1 was getting.
Cause I was gonna say some fucked up shit. And I
But
didn't.
in terms of sort of not just like the Invitational, but also Smash being playable at E3, do you guys think that there will be the Best Buy demos that they did for the last Invitational, where people will be able to go to the store and then also
hope
try
Those
the game
weren't,
out?
those weren't practical at all, man.
Really were.
You had to
They're
wait
not-
hours to play one match.
So that's
People
the
come to my
demo.
store.
Well, I
Let us
think
all
they'll
download it. How about that?
On default controls on a crappy controller where fucking The buttons are all wrong.
Did they do that with Odyssey?
Yeah.
At all?
Yes.
I feel like
Did
they're
they?
gonna. I'm going with like my little prediction that they're gonna do like okay, Smash is gonna be the game this year, and we're gonna push it really hard all summer until like
Yeah.
October.
I believe, I don't know if it's like this in the States, but in Canada they don't do it in store anymore. They just do it at malls, and they set up their own they just set up their own area and they run it for an entire weekend.
They have a
I've
Nintendo
seen those
booth.
guys.
I went to that one in Mississauga,
Yeah.
like to play Odyssey, and it's like a small kiosk. It wasn't anything big, and I think there was one at the Eden Center.
Did they do it at the Palladium again?
No.
I mean, they've had Nintendo booths at all the malls that I could think of that are in my area recently.
Nintendo
right?
Canada's weird, man. They're
Yeah.
just they're like low tier compared to Nintendo America.
Hey, shout out to them though. They gave me a free Smash 4 for a 3DS code.
Oh,
Nice.
Nintendo of Canada is like Venusaur in the original Pokemon intro. It's just like,
All
what
right,
the fuck's
Venusaur's
Venusaur doing?
cool, okay?
His best.
Stop. Stop.
I've done.
Yeah, but I guess if they end up doing those store display things again and they have like coins, I don't know, because I'm thinking back to like what Alax was saying. I think for sure it'll be at the Nintendo New York store. They'll probably do something where they'll have kiosks there. But yeah, I could see him almost doing what you were just mentioning, like a mall tour kind of thing, because they did that for Switch this last holiday, where they had like these pop up and people could play like all the different Nintendo games. They had like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and ARMS and Splatoon 2 and stuff. And I think that would be a lot more practical than just having like one set up at a Best Buy where people wait for 4 hours to play it. But who knows? I
Or
don't know.
like an online demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Or
they're
you
going
just
more so
getting
for
one.
demo.
We're gonna get an online demo, and they don't take anything out of the game like Pokemon, and then the people with modded Switches data mine it, and everything is ruined.
I could see them doing a test punch kind of thing during E3.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
I don't
true.
trust data mines anymore.
Why?
Those are, the last one that showed up
Okay,
was
that
so
wasn't even a data mine.
stupid.
That was a JPEG of
It
some
was so
numbers,
stupid.
and then a list.
Wait, what is this?
No, there's a stupid, like a fake data mine someone made, and they put a bunch of like future Switch games, and it was like looking okay, and
Yeah.
then you see
And then I see Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
And then there's like some Skype app. It was just
Skype
complete
Tendo.
ass. Yeah, it was,
Nintendo.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Mutiny.
So that was actually from an earlier leak. That was from a leak like prior to the direct where we got Smash Brothers in it, where there was a rumor about a trademark for a Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Mutiny that was like a pirate-based Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that and really wanting that and being upset that we didn't end up getting that. And so seeing it again, it's kind of upsetting because I think that could have been a really cool game. And now it probably won't happen. Oh well. But I guess in terms of the Smash Invitational, the last thing I want to talk about is characters. Do you guys think they will announce a character during the Invitational? Or do you think we're going to, like what you guys said, see a direct beforehand and then just only have those characters?
Best case scenario, Sakurai fights the winner and then picks a new character and reveals them.
That'd be cool.
We'll
Yeah.
swap out the
I
belt.
think they're gonna announce a character before the Invitational and during the Invitational.
Yeah.
That'd
for
be
sure.
Yeah, that's what I think. As well.
What were you going to say, Mike?
I hope they do, and don't do what they did with Pac-Man and reveal backstage like
Oh,
10 minutes
yeah.
after.
Oh, right. I
That
actually
video was
remember
so
that
cool.
E3. Yeah. I remember being at that E3.
Same.
Shofu, I think you were with me.
Yeah, I was there.
Remember
They
we were
announced,
in
they
that...
announced Wii Fit Trainer like in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that on YouTube.
Well, no,
Should do
that's
that
not
again.
that's not the one I'm thinking of though. I'm thinking of the one where we were at E3. Remember, we were on that we were on like a bus going to some party, and then we
Yeah.
found out that Pac-Man and Game & Watch. were
Yeah,
announced,
yeah.
and
Where'd
were
we
s-
go? Oh,
Yeah,
we went to
I
that
remember.
Tiltify party.
Oh, we were. That's what it was. It was a
Party
Tiltify
was
party.
trash.
It wasn't great. Yeah. But
Anyways.
yeah, I remember being on the bus with you and being like, "Oh my God, they just announced Pac-Man!" And then, "Oh my God,
Yeah,
Game &
yeah,
Watch."
that was
So,
crazy.
That was
Video
crazy.
was awesome. Like, just people getting excited over the yellow circle, and then it's just
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, that was one of the best.
I don't think that's going to happen again this year, though, because they stopped doing those developer roundtables about 3
Yeah.
years ago at E3, which is a shame because I always loved those.
Yeah.
But they've stopped recently. They
They're
haven't been
gonna
doing
stop.
those.
They stopped doing them because of what happened at the Pac-Man one.
Sakurai, have you ever made a game before? Masahiro.
Right.
Or Masahiro. I said his name backwards.
Was that
That was
was
Matt
that the last
Ketchum.
one? I feel like there was one more after that. for Pokemon. Oh no, there was one after that for Codenames. It was the next year they did one for Codenames Steam where we all thought it was going to be a Majora's Mask remake.
Yeah, Codename shit.
Yeah, it's not a great game.
It's gone.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Abraham Lincoln for Smash, I guess.
Could have been Arms.
Okay, Codenames Steam is definitely worse than Arms.
Yeah.
Unquestionably, objectively, it's worse than Arms.
Yeah.
Arms is great.
Yeah.
You can argue whether or not you think Arms is great, but objectively, Arms is a better game than Codenames
Yes.
Steam. It's not even a question. Well, I think we've kind of exhausted then everything we wanted to talk about in terms of the Invitational. But Alax, while you're here, quickly wanted to ask you, what are your most wanted characters for Smash Brothers for Switch? We're going to try to do this with all the new guests that come on, because obviously we talk about it every week. People already know like who the regulars' favorite characters are, but which characters would you like to see in Smash for Switch? You could name 2 characters, you could name 5 characters. Go as in-depth as you want. The stage is yours.
Okay, well, Paper Mario, that's like been my long time. Like I want him really bad, and it could happen this time. It may not. That's just always been my wish list. And as for other ones, like I don't know, like on the after Brawl, like I didn't really have anyone I wanted that bad because Sonic, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then Pac-Man, I'm like, all right, I'm good. So here, I'm just like, if they make some cool characters and they're like, they really surprise me, then that's all I can ask for. Like it's already a huge roster, so that's that's all I can wish for.
You're gonna get Monkey Pod for Paper Mario.
I know.
They're gonna put him in, and he's only gonna have Sticker Star moves.
Oh, please no. Please no.
Okay, he kind of looks good in the promotional art for Sticker Star and Color Splash, so I wouldn't mind if it looked like that. But just like the whole aesthetic and the things you could do with the design, that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, we could like fold up into a paper airplane, and that would be his recovery. Yeah, I mean, it could be really cool. Oh, it's a shit. I mean, I could maybe see them announcing a Paper Mario game at E3 and then showing off Paper Mario and Smash. I could see that happening.
I hope they don't, because if it's like, no, I don't want to get into it.
No, this is the time to get into it. Please get into it.
No, because they're gonna make it like Color Splash, and it's gonna be like, ugh. And I don't want that again.
But the Switch doesn't have a gamepad, so there'd be no reason to make it like Color Splash.
They'll find a way.
They'll
find a way.
Yeah, you have to shake the Joy-Con.
Yeah. Somehow, some way they'll ruin it.
That does not sound good at all.
Well,
Nintendo has so many IPs now. It's like, oh, they can announce anything at E3.
Yeah. Real talk.
Basically.
Yeah, but I think that's important though, because I feel like we might get a Smash character revealed with another reveal at E3 from a different franchise. Whether that's Fire Emblem, they show off seeing the new Fire Emblem person in Smash Brothers, or we end up seeing, like I said, Pokemon. Maybe that happens before E3 or during the show. I think it's another good one that Alex brought up. I don't know. I think there's a lot of good possibilities. See, it's like since the first episode, though, I have not been able to get King Boo out of my head. After D1 said King Boo, I'm like, now they've got Luigi's Mansion coming to 3DS. It would be cool to see King Boo. Be a neat character.
What else did D1 say? With fucking Rio, whatever.
Ryota Hayami? Yeah. Ryota Hayami.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see a new wave race at E3. That'd be great. We're probably not going to get it, though. We're probably going to get the new Sonic racing game instead.
Oh.
I can't wait.
That shit's fire.
Well, what is that? So I saw the South by Southwest panel, like while I was at the show, but like I didn't actually go to the panel itself. So what is that game? Is it like a Sonic R game? Is it a Sonic?
It has
and
the
Sega
R
All-Stars
from the
Racing?
Sonic R logo.
Yeah, but we know they're in cars, and they said it's not a sequel to anything they've done before. But Sonic and All-Stars Racing was made by Sumo Games, so I don't know. I just hope it plays like that game. I love Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Sonic announced at E3. There you go.
Just kill it, dude. Just kill Sonic.
No.
Just
I'm
kill
supporting
him.
you. I'm supporting you with Isaac. Support me.
Damn. You
I
really
just
brought up the Isaac card, eh?
Definitely like announce a character, and it'll be like with another game for sure. And like I
Yeah.
feel like during the Invitational, it'll be like maybe at the end they'll show like a character and have that full audience reaction.
Isaac.
I think if they're gonna do a full audience reaction announcement, I feel like it would have to be a third party. Because at this point, if they're gonna want that big, incredible audience reaction, they're gonna need something other than something standard like an ARMS character or Rex and Pyra, right? They'll need something that's like gonna make a splash, whether it's Bomberman or another new third party. But
Minecraft Steve.
I need to start this discussion on McDarius here, okay? Let's
go ahead, please.
let's get nuclear for a second. All right.
Okay.
So how about this is not gonna happen because of Sega and how they are. If Sakurai had full control, how would you feel about if they axed modern Sonic and put in classic instead?
I prefer modern, but I guess I don't know. You lose so much with just classic Sonic. He doesn't talk anymore, which I think people will be like, "Oh, that's fine." But it's not. Like that's such a part of Sonic. If you grew up in the modern era, like I don't know.
I think
it's
he could have some cool moves though. Like,
but it's gonna be like the same moves. Like maybe you give him like a drop dash, but besides that, it's Sonic.
give him
But,
those
like,
fucking elemental shield moves. I don't know.
But it's like everything modern Sonic does in Smash is what classic Sonic would do anyway. He just would.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so you just prefer modern because of his design?
Yeah, design and just like it's like voice and everything with him.
Okay.
Just like modern more.
I have no opinion of Sonic, so I just was asking. I was curious.
I gotta be honest, I would rather have classic Sonic than modern Sonic, especially if it meant we were getting stages from Mania. I want like
But I
something
mean, they can
from
still
Mania.
do a Mania. Like that's what
I mean,
think
I
we
know
did
they
this last
can.
time.
I know.
Like they
can.
put in Green Hill Zone with modern Sonic, and like in the background, Silver's is running on Green Hill Zone. He's literally never been there.
Yeah. I don't know. I want Chemical Plant. I think it's been too long. I think we need a Chemical Plant.
Yeah, I can't wait to get crushed by some boxes. I can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have that than have another grill. What was the one that was in Smash for Wii U? Lost World.
I hated that stage.
Horrible stage. Horrible stage.
I really hope it's a Mania stage.
Give me.
It's gonna be a Forces stage. Oh no.
No, yes, no. If it's Sonic Forces and we have a remix of the Infinite theme, yes, please.
Come on.
I need it.
And give me the Sonic 06 Hub World.
The whole hub is a stage. Let's go.
Soliana.
That's a hit.
Soliana, that's it. Soliana.
3D
Yeah,
Smash Bros.
Talking to Hub Worlds, I was gonna say, talking about Hub Worlds, I'd love to see Inkopolis as the Splatoon stage. I feel like there's not really anything else it could be. I think they have to go with Inkopolis, but if they end up choosing Inkopolis, I'd like to see it where like it changes during the Splatfest, and then you end up having concerts and stuff in the background. That'd be cool.
My idea was that they were gonna do like a Delfino thing where they go to all the different stages in Splatoon.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, I can see that.
Exact
Yeah.
same thought.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
could see them doing that. Yeah, that'd be cool. What would be the platform that would like rise and fall? What do you think it would be?
Oh yeah, good question.
I don't know. It would be whatever platform was in Port Town Aero Drive and F-Zero. Just a generic platform, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking if there was any character that could like fly in Splatoon that could then like.
No, I don't think so.
No. Or actually,
What about no? What about like a flying stage? Have Callie and Marie or
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Marina
like a
in the
movie
back
concert
singing.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like a
They
flying
play,
concert stage touring
Oh, the-
around all the locations.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Isn't that the ending of Splatoon 2? Actually, doesn't like
Okay,
Callie get
calm
shot in
down.
the face by Marie?
Calm down, please.
Someone here is still playing through that game, Roger.
Spoiler alert. Like.
It's just got spoiled.
Well,
I
I'm
can't
returning my
believe-
copy.
Can't believe Pearl dies.
Oh well. All right. Well, I think that wraps up for this week. I think we talked about a lot of stuff. We've been going for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Lots of good discussion. So
Ricky,
real
where's
quick.
the story?
Well, Ricky's not here, so I guess we're not going to get a story this
Hey,
week. Who
Ricky.
has a story
Hey,
to tell?
Ricky.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Anyone got a story?
Just make sure you tell Ricky every time he misses a story, he has to do another one.
I mean, every time he misses a podcast, he's been gone for 2 of them now. We
Yeah.
need Ricky back.
And he
I think
promised
he-
2 stories.
I think he said he was gonna actually be gone for 2 weeks.
Did he?
Oh, did he really?
I think so.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
We
but
need to get sticky for
so
Ricky in episode 4 then, I
he
guess.
said he
Okay,
was going to
hold on.
be here last week and then was going to be gone for 2 weeks, and he didn't show up last week.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
Probably said he
guess-
was missing last week.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, well, I miss him. All right, well, Alex, thank you for joining us. Where can people find you, my guy?
You can find me everywhere at RelaxAlax on Twitter, twitch.tv/RelaxAlax, YouTube.com, and I don't know just put RelaxAlax in the bar; it should be there. Or I have purple everything, so it's easy to find.
Do you have any series coming up or videos coming up that you want to plug in particular?
Let's see. I'm gonna do Smash videos up until the release, and after that, that invitational and whatnot, I'll probably do like a breakdown because I haven't done one of those in a while. And up until release, I'll do like monthly videos if there's anything to talk about. Other videos, I'm doing one on the Chow Garden coming out this week.
Right on.
Which Chow Garden?
Stage in Smash? Yo, a Chow Garden in Smash should actually be kind of cool.
That would be lit. It's the Sonic Adventure 2 one.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll SD with all my chows.
Hey, everyone, watch Know Your Moves. It's a great series.
It is a really good series.
It will come back most likely when we get new characters, because I'm actually really interested in how they're gonna do some like characters like Rex and Pyra, the Inklings. If they do like ARMS characters.
Travis
That sort of
touchdown, true.
Let's go.
So yeah, and thanks for finally coming on. It's been a while.
Yeah,
We
thanks
wanted to
for
have you
having
on
me.
a long time ago.
I'm always around, so if
Before it
like,
died.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, it only lasted about 4 episodes. We don't talk about that second season. But third season's going strong. We still have not yet missed an
We
episode.
should talk
which is
about
kinda
this
cool.
right now.
Let's do it.
Are we going weekly still? There's been talk of bi-weekly, weekly. What's happening?
I feel like, I mean, we haven't missed one yet. I feel like there's still a lot
there's-
of stuff to
there's
talk
been
about.
consistent stuff releasing
Are
every
we
week.
are we cool? We all cool for 1 week, another week.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
cool with
cool.
weekly, yeah.
I just want to make like, I felt bad for everyone watching in season 2, not season 2. I just want to be transparent with everybody.
Yeah.
We're not gonna disappear again.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, because now Smash Brothers has been announced. I
Yeah.
feel like we were trying to be like, oh, let's do a Nintendo podcast. And it was just like, there's not enough stuff. Plus, that was during the Wii U era still. That was pre-Switch.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not happening. We're good with weekly.
Now
So
you
long as
got
everybody else
material.
is. Yeah, we got lots of material. And plus, next week, who knows? They might announce a direct next week, and we'll end up having lots to talk about. Or, they might end up, I don't know, teasing something, or Sakurai will give another interview. I didn't expect, like, when we started this week, to be talking about 2 different Sakurai interviews, but now here we are talking about Pikachu's alternate costumes potential, and then the ARMS characters in Smash Brothers. So
And
there's always
I
going
think
to be stuff.
we could always do viewer questions, which we never
Yeah, exactly.
do.
Well, we don't need to this week because it was a pretty full episode anyway. But yeah, during a week that's quieter, we could just do viewer questions. It'll be great.
Yeah. We should God, fuck. I fucking hate you, Adam. I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it.
Oh,
Well, everyone else can go down the line Discord order and plug away, and then maybe by the time we get to you, Zeph, because you're the last one, you'll think of
Yeah.
it again.
I'll
it's
try.
your boy. You already know where to follow me. At Coastward everywhere. Hashtag come for Coast. Let's get it trending.
Stop. Stop.
Put it out right now.
That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Put Isaac in Smash.
All right. You can find me at McDareth on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Keep Sonic Police Sakurai. I thought he might be gone in Smash 4. Super happy. Keep him. Okay.
Mike.
I have different names for everything, so you're better off just going to teamjapantime.com.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh,
Way to plug the website. Very nice.
Steals Warchip's fucking thunder.
No, please, by all means, everyone talk about the website.
Yeah, plug away. You can find me at Rogers Base on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram, and on Reddit threads, where apparently I'm the worst One Piece YouTuber in existence.
Oh
So
my
that was trending on the top One Piece Reddit
Hey,
for
man.
2 days. The problem with One Piece YouTubers, so that's how you know you made it.
At least you're not the Verlicify of Pokken.
Oh, so you want to talk about that a little bit?
Are you guys serious?
You want to make that the story for the week?
God
Shofu,
damn.
how about talk about where people can find you, Mr. Velistify Pokken? Explain that to our viewers.
Explain what? What do you want me to explain?
Explain the whole situation.
Who
Explain
cares
what went
what
down on
situation?
Twitter.
I threw my damn Pokken pad in the trash, and all of a sudden, people were calling me all kinds of insane things. There's nothing to tell here.
That's the
People
story,
are
yeah.
people are sensitive. The end.
So, do you like Pokken, Shofu? Is the question.
I do like Pokken. Game's ass,
Okay.
but I still like it. I like plenty of ass games though. I don't see why people don't understand this. I play Smash 4, Smite, Pokemon competitively. I play terrible games. I don't play Pokken anymore because it's
Smash
actually
not bad.
Smite's it's alright. It's alright, you know.
Ass.
Ass. Nah, Smite's alright.
Yeah.
But I have no story. Okay. All I know is, you know what I'm saying? I felt like throwing my Pokken pad in the trash on camera and putting it on Twitter. Like, what's the problem?
Mike, are you editing this?
Yeah.
Okay, just put that picture of the guy that I posted on there while we're doing this up.
Oh no, no. Oh, okay, all right. Virum, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Virum_SD, VIRUM_SD. You can also find me on Twitch under the same name and Virum on YouTube as well. And I guess at a major US event at some point doing commentary.
Yeah, and if you can't find him in any of those links, just search Silent Doom online.
Or just look at the YouTube description.
Or the Japan Time website where he's listed as a guest.
The YouTube description where everyone will probably check.
Yeah.
Shofu doesn't update those ever.
No, he did.
Update what?
It.
The YouTube description.
Oh, description? Yeah, I did it this time.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
So if we throw up that teamjapantime.com as a browser source for the stream.
I did.
What?
It's in the description somewhere.
No, I mean, like throw it on stream. Set up a browser source in OBS.
Okay.
Put that website up there.
How do you do
That's where you can find all of our details, including mine, WarChamp7, on everything you can possibly think of across the internet for the last 18 years or so.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Right on. And Zeph, did you remember what you wanted to say?
I didn't. All I know.
You're a bitch.
What?
What the
fuck? No. Just yeah. I'm the realist Zeph on Twitter and Captain Zeph on Twitch. I stream like every day, and I'm always down to answer viewer questions too. Since we don't do it on here all the time, I'm available.
He ugly too.
I'm beautiful.
And I guess since there's no Ricky story, I guess we'll just see you guys next week. And until then, keep hope alive. And let's free Wolf. All right. Good night, everybody.
Come for ghosts.